Here we go. All right, everyone, again, welcome back to Koilel Kol Shira and partners with Breslin.org. And now we're going to see about the beautiful Birchat Kohanim. And we'll see what Rav Nossan has to say on Birchat Kohanim. It's an amazing idea. Look at this. Yivarechecha Hashem. Right? Hashem should bless you, right? V'darshu Razal. And Chazal taught us b'mammon. Bless us with money. Kikar Birchat Kohanim v'nesiyas kapayim. The whole idea of the Birchat Kohanim and the spreading of the hands, right? Nesiyas kapayim hu l'sakin taivas mammon. Is to fix our desire, our lust for money. The lust for money. Shu kosher mikulam. That's the biggest test. That's the biggest test, to not have that taiva for the mammon, that taiva for money. And that's why the Birchat Kohanim starts off with Yivarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. So Yivarechecha Hashem is b'mammon. V'yishmerecha min hamazikim, and we learned a lot about that last year. I don't know if you remember, we talked about, I had the lesson from the Kav HaYosher. I don't know if you guys remember the story on that. You remember the story? No? All right. Well, maybe we'll do it again another time. All right? The beautiful idea of what it meant, the bracha, Yivrecha Hashem is b'mammon, and v'yishmerecha is min hamazikin, right? If you want, I'll tell you the story real quickly. Should I tell you the story real quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The story goes like this. There was a certain male, and this male was the most stingy of stingy people. But one thing he always did was he would always do a bris milah for people. He was a male, and he would never charge any money. So he would do a bris milah for people, but he wouldn't take money, but you couldn't get a nickel out of him otherwise. So what happened was one day, these somebody came to him. One day, and the person said that I had a baby boy, and I need a mile. I live a little further away, but please, I have my chariot here. You come with me. You can come with me, and I'll take you, and I'll bring you back after. So he said, okay, fine. So he went to the house, and he took his mile equipment. Right, he has a little suitcase, his little briefcase. He took his little briefcase with him, and he went traveling with this man. And they were riding, and then they came to this most beautiful town, this most beautiful, magnificent town. There's a town that was even the nicest town he's ever seen. And they came to the town, and the carriage pulls up. And the carriage pulls up to his beautiful home, and they come out and they help them off the carriage, and he comes into this home, and it's the most magnificent palace he's ever seen. He was amazed by it, and they lead him up. They lead him up to his room. They said, "You'll stay over here, and we're going to make the bris tomorrow." And okay, so he was in the house. And he loved the room that they gave him. It was beautiful, comfortable, nice. But okay, so then the man left, and the next thing you know, he's in the house there alone, and he wants to see this house. It's so beautiful. So he's walking around, and then he sees this one door open, and he goes he looks inside, and it's the mother with the baby. So the mother says to him, "Who are you?" So he says, "I'm the male. Your husband went to bring me. I'm going to make the bris on your baby." She says, "Listen, I want to tell you something. I appreciate so much you came over here, but you need to know something." She said, that my husband is not what you think he is. My husband is actually a mazik. He's one of these bad creatures. And all the people in this group here, in this town, they were all part of the mazikim. So he says, okay, so what should I do? She says, whatever you do, don't take anything from him. Don't take anything at all. Nothing at all. So that way you don't get pulled into this mess like I got pulled in. They took me when I was a young girl and I got pulled into this mess. I don't want you to get pulled in also. Okay? So he doesn't know, but hey, if someone tells you something like that and you're in a strange place, so you know, okay, you heed the warning, right? So he did. He heeded the warning. And then they came later in the day, and the husband came and he knocked on his door and he said to him, "Oh, we're going to make a suda for the Vachnacht. We're going to make a suda now, and then we're going to have the kids come to say Hamalach, and then all of this. So come join us. Come join us." So he remembered the lady said that don't take anything from them. So he said, I'm really tired from the trip, and I need to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep so that way I'll have my koyach in the morning. So please excuse me. So he says, okay, fine, okay. So he goes to sleep, and in the morning, he comes down. And he's getting ready to go to daven, and he has his talis and tefillin, and he goes into the shul, and then they're getting ready for the bris after the davening, and then right after the bris, they did the bris, everything was good, and after the bris, they called him. They said, "Okay, Nuk, so come join us with the suda. Come join us with the suda." So he says, "No, I can't. Why can't you? Why can't you?" He said, "Well, last night I had a very bad dream, so I made a tainus cholam. A tainus cholam is the person made a tainus because he had something, he experienced something bad, so he makes a tainus for that cholam that he had that dream, so I can't eat." Okay, fine, okay. The father noticed, this man, this mazik noticed there's something funny with him, that he won't take anything from them. So after the meal, the Avia Ben, the boy's father, said to the male, he says, "Come with me. I want to give you something." So he didn't know what to expect. The guy's going to take him. He didn't know where he was going to go. He didn't know nothing. Okay, all right. So he comes in to a room. He opens up a room, and this room has the most magnificent silver items, the most beautiful silver items. And he says to him, "Look, so take something from the room. Take something, anything you want here, anything that you like. Please take as a token of my appreciation that you came and performed the bris." No. He says, "At home I have so much silver. I have everything. No. I don't need anything. Thank you so much. I have so much silver at home." Okay. So he says, "Okay, let's go take it." He takes him to the next room. And this room, he opens up the room, and this room is filled with golden vessels. All kind of gold, all kind of jewelry, all kind of things with gold that you can imagine. Cups and bowls and the plates and anything you can imagine, gold was in this room. He says, "Look, so take something from this room, take something from the gold." So he says, "No. I have so much gold in the house. I don't even know what to do with all the gold that I have. I'm a wealthy man myself." So he says, "Okay, fine, okay." So he goes to the next room. Now this room is glittering. This room is filled with all kind of gems. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds, anything you can imagine is in this room. Imagine. It was glistering, it was gleaming. He couldn't believe this room. So the man said to him, "So good, so take one of the stones. Pick a stone, take a stone, any stone you want, take any stone." He says, "No, I have all the stones. I have everything. I don't need anything." He keeps remembering his wife told him, don't take anything from him so you don't get stuck into his thing. And he was tempted. He really wanted, but he wasn't going to take any chances here. So what does he do? He takes him to the next room. And this room is a strange room. This room is just a room of keys. On the walls, all the walls, there are keys, all different kind of keys. And the Mayel sees these keys, and he almost fainted. Well, what happened? He noticed that those keys were the keys to all of his storerooms, all of his treasure boxes, all of his mailboxes, all of his locks in his life. Every key was on that wall. And the Mazik tells him, I see you're amazed by that. He says, I want to tell you the truth. The Mazik tells him, I'm not the person you think I am. I'm really a Mazik. And I see you're really a very, very special person. I see you're a very, very holy person. And because you're such a special and holy person, I want to give you a bracha. So he says, what do you mean? He says, you know, you're always so stingy in life. You're always so stingy. And you never want to give anything to anybody. I want to give you the bracha that you can give. I want to give you back all of the keys in your life. So that way you have the opportunity to give what you want to give. And I won't have a hold on you anymore. He was amazed. By that. And he went back. And when he came back home, he started to give money for tzedakah. He became a different person. Mamash, a different person. Look at the words now. Yivarechecha Hashem, right? Yivarechecha Hashem, right? B'maman, with money. V'yishmerecha min ha'mazikin. Look at this, min ha'mazikin. What does it mean that we were talking about these mazikin that hold the person back from giving and doing what he's supposed to do? That taivas mammon. The person can have mammon the kedusha, holy money. Shubachinas bracha, that's a blessing. Nishmar hamammon v'ashiris mimazike olma. They'll be protected from these mazikim, from these demons. Oy, shehem aklipas hamaknisen taivas mammon belev adam. They give that bring and place that taivas mammon, that desire, the lust for more money. Rak sheyizker lashiras the kedusha. You should have a shiras the kedusha. Listen, when you hear in the morning, every morning you're going to shul anyway. You hear these words, Yivrecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. So now you know, Yivrecha Hashem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu give me money, I should have what I need, v'yishmerecha, but I should be protected from these mazikim that want to instill me that I should have a taiva, lust for money. B'chinas Birchas Hashem, hitzasashir, v'lo yoisev etzev ima, that he shouldn't have any more atzvus with the person. Because again, when the person has a taiva for mammon, he always has a depression. He needs more. He has 100, needs 200, like the Gemara tells us. The person should not have any depression, any worry. Or is melancholiness. Shel taivas mammon bebechinas beitzvan teichlena, like the curse that was given to Adam Arishan. Beitzvan. What's itzvan mean? With depression. You'll eat with depression. Rak yisker lismayach bechelkai tamid. Rather, the person will be misameach bechelkai, with what HaKadosh Baruch Hu bestowed him and gave to him. Liftayach b'Hashem is but to believe in the Rabbeinu Shalom. Shakom me'itay levad, that it's all me'es Hashem. Shezeh b'china shviras tavas mammon. That's the idea of shvira, to break the taiva, the lust of money. Shezeh u'ika hashiras the kedusha. And when the person is able to give the money and he feels the wanting, like we learned before in the kedusha's Levi, that the same way HaKadosh Baruch Hu said Hashem tzilcha. What's Hashem tzilcha? The way you act to people, that's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu acts to you. So again, if we know how to give, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem will give us, and we'll have all the brachas ad beli daya Hashem with the coming of Mashiach b'karav b'yameinu.